Final Project by Greg McMullen. My favorite food organism is chicken, or the domesticated fowl. My targeted trait that I believe will make a huge difference within the chicken is making the chicken much more full and be able to yield more meat during harvest per chicken. For my classical biotechnology, I will use selective breeding and insert a growth hormone to help increase and rapidly grow the size in which a chicken can become much more fuller in a relatively short amount of time. Some challenges faced with selective breeding while using growth hormone is chickens growing too big too fast, causing some to be crippled and eventually leading to death. Countering the many foodborne illnesses created when the chicken is forced to lay in ammonia-ridden waste due to its inability to stand upright because of the weight it's carrying also pose another challenge when implementing a growth hormone to help produce larger and more meatier chickens. Adding growth hormones to chickens, you can expect to see a baby chick grow to full size, then some in a matter of weeks. For example, 65 grams a week for chickens. Then once it's modified for the chicken, we are to insert it in an unborn egg of a chicken. Once hatched, we must see how long it takes for the full development of the chicken to have bigger breast size as well as its other meaty parts compared to a chicken not on growth hormone. Controversy surrounding this is emotional and ethical. Activists believe that the increasing size of chickens is causing them to live an unhealthy and rather depressing life because they are becoming too big to the point that they can't even walk. These chickens are robbed of their natural doings, such as raising their youngs, roaming free, and altering life, forcing them to believe they still need to eat. Another thing that's disappointing is in my research, I have found that not only do these chickens don't develop to full adulthood, but within 2 to 3 weeks, a young chick could be full grown in size. It's equivalent, and the way that they gain weight is so rapid, it's equivalent to saying a person gaining close, by the time they're 6 months old, weighing close to 300 pounds. That's how fast and rapidly we are using this to help increase the chicken size for production. Another controversy surrounding it is a business side of it. Business is booming because a chicken that once took up to 15 to 20 weeks can reach the right size and only taking 4 to 6 weeks to produce. And they are able to lay up to 200 plus more eggs a year, which a typical and usually we're able to only yield up to 2 dozen eggs. So chicken farmers are able to make a huge profit off of abusing these chickens. The one to focus on is the sandwich assay. The sandwich assay category will be used for this part of the project. The ELISE or enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay will be performed. This test is available to be purchased as a kit. Blood and muscle tissue sample will be collected from the chicken at several stages of its life to monitor the growth hormone intake. The last sample will be taken after the chicken meat has been prepared and ready to be sold in order to ensure that the level of hormone is below the FDA level of approval. Samples will be prepared following the procedure in the kit. Colors will indicate the presence of hormone, and the concentration of hormone can be calculated. Effects on the chicken health and future generation is one controversy surrounding. Effects on human through consumption of the chicken meat is also another controversy, as we do not know what exact effects it would have by eating this genetically modified organism. We don't know the effects it will have on the body both short term and long term. Farmers that produce chicken using growth hormones should team up with biological laboratories in order to be able to monitor the growth hormone levels in the chicken at any given time to ensure the meat is not only at optimal capacity, but optimal for consumption as well for the consumers. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.